What's going on, everybody? Jake the Happy Snake here, and welcome back to Jake Wants to Be a Millionaire. Yesterday, I made it to the 8,000 pound question for the fourth straight episode. However, I did not do what I did the last three episodes. I actually went for it. I didn't walk with 4,000 pounds, and I did get the question wrong, which I was expecting because there was a 75% chance that I was going to get the question wrong and only a 25% chance that I would get the question right. So I wasn't really surprised, but at least I went for it. 1,000 pounds is what I won yesterday. That was converted to $1,000, and that brought my overall total to $85,130,842. All right, let's get to it. Here we go. First question for 100 pounds. Harrison Ford announced in August 2003 that he would make a fourth film playing which role? It's got to be Indiana Jones. Yeah, okay. I was going to say Han Solo, but no. Alright, going for 200 pounds. If a circus tightrope walker fell off his high wire, he would most likely land on what? Well, it had... What the heck is a safety razor? Like, there's no way. It's got to be safety net. Okay. Alright, 200 pounds. Let's go for 300. Here we go. Which of these is a term for an actor? Thespian? Yes, okay. Whew. 300 pounds. Alright, let's go for 500. What are you said to do to a ship's anchor when raising it in preparation for departure? Weigh it would make the most sense. Okay, wow. Whew, okay, we got 500 pounds. We still have all the lifelines. That's good. We're going for 1,000 pounds. Which could be a breed of rabbit, goat, or cat. Angora. Yes! I did it! I did it! I made it through the first 5 without using a lifeline. Angora, I thought sounded... I knew it wasn't Dalmatian because that's a breed of dog. I can't, Like, I know... I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Angora, I need to pause the game for a second. Angora, I know is a breed of cat. So, I took a bit of a risk on that one. Okay, that's the first time in this version I've made it through the first 5 without using a lifeline. That is very good. There is potential. If I can use the 50-50 properly today, there's potential I can actually win 8,000. We'll see. All right. Here we go for 2,000 pounds. What did the legendary Trojan horse contain? Gold? Gold. I'm not sure if it is gold. Let's 50-50. Oh, gosh darn it. Soldier's final answer. Dang it. Should have just asked the audience. Yes! Okay. Oh. That was a guess. That's usually what I do. When I have a guess in mind, I use a 50-50. If I use a 50-50 and it takes that one away, I usually just take a complete guess on one of the two, and I got lucky there. Okay, we're going for 4,000 pounds. We still have the phone a friend in the audience. Oh, this should be... I should be able to figure this out. Of the 4 U.S. states that begin with the letter A, how many of them do not end with an A? Okay. So we know there's 4. So there's Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona. Crap, what does Arkansas end with? So Arizona and Alabama are out. What's the 4th one? Oh, we could be here a while. I'm not gonna lie, we could be here. This could take me a while. I am determined to get this one right without using a lifeline. I should be able to figure this out. So Alabama and... Does Arkansas end with an A or an S? Oh, that's gonna be hard. Arizona, what's the 4th one? I was gonna say Anaheim, but that's not a state. Those are all states, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay. I'm having a hard time remembering if Arkansas ends with an A or an S. I feel like the S. I feel like it might be a silent. Something tells me that there's a silent letter in Arkansas. I think it does end in an S, but I'm not sure. So that would be one then. But what's the fourth state? I can't remember the fourth state. I can't think of it. Albuquerque's not in the States, right? No, I don't think so. I think it's in Mexico. What's the fourth one? I can't think of the fourth state, man. Oh, gosh. I swear, I'm literally just sitting in my chair, just like, I have my legs stretched out, I got my arms crossed. I won't. I am determined. I am seriously determined. Oh, gosh. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go through the letters of the alphabet, try to think what would the second letter be of the state that I can't think of. The more I think of it, the more I'm pretty sure that Arkansas ends in an S. Oh gosh, this is so hard because I know I could easily get past this level by using a lifeline, but I do not want to do that. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. So, okay, here's the thing. The 50-50 would actually be very helpful right now because since I have ruled out Arizona and Alabama, then that would mean that it's either A or B. So, or excuse me, not B. That would mean that it's either A or C. Because I'm pretty sure Arkansas does not end in an A. But I just cannot think, for the life of me, I cannot think of what the fourth one is. The fourth state that starts with A. And for anybody, if there is anybody out there who is watching this who lives in that state, I am so sorry that I cannot remember, that I can't think of what the name of that state is. I'm really sorry, but like, I hope it's not one of the states that I've been to, because that would be really embarrassing. But anyways, that would mean that it would be either be A or C. So I could guess. I've ruled out B and D because it can't be Alabama, it can't be Arizona. And if I'm wrong, if Arkansas actually does end in an, if it actually does end in an A, then that would mean that it's that would mean that it is A, 1. So my best bet would be to just guess A. I am in position to break a record in this version. This episode has been going on for 11 minutes. Anybody who watches this is literally... actually, I'm probably not going to show... I'm probably going to cut some of it out, but, like, anybody who sees this is probably going to be like, oh, wow, he must do really well. Nope, I'm still on the 4,000-pound question. I don't know if I've ever spent this much time on a question before. I'm not gonna give up. No way. I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to keep trying to think of that 4th state. I can do this. I'm not going to give up. It could take a while, but I'm not going to give up. Okay. Think, Jake, think. Albuquerque keeps popping in my mind, but that's not a state, right? That's in Mexico. Right? Alaska. Oh my gosh. Alaska. Yes! Yes! It just clicked in. It just clicked into me. Oh my goodness. I completely didn't even think of it. Yes, I finally thought of it. I knew I was going to do it. I knew it. So that means that confirms it. Because Alabama ends in an A. I just gotta make sure I'm reading the question right. How many of them do not end with A? Alabama ends in A. Arizona ends in A. Alaska ends in A. So my suspicion is right. Arkansas must not end in A. Even though it sounds like it does, it's gotta be silent. I think it ends in S. So, oh my goodness, I'm so happy I finally thought of it. So, by that logic, it has to be 1. I'm finally going to answer this question. A, final answer. Oh, yes! I did it! I made it through that question without using a lifeline. It took, I don't know how long that was, but it took a long time. Oh my goodness. Alright, I don't know if I actually will cut any of that out, but we did it. We finally made it through that. That was crazy. Alright, we're going for 8,000 pounds now. Still 2 lifelines. This is great. This is really, really good. What is the name of the cow who appeared in a large number of Mickey Mouse cartoons? I don't even... When I think of a cow, there are 2 different cows I think of. I think of the cows on Moo Moo Meadows and Moo Moo Farm on Mario Kart. And then I think of Miltank, the Pokemon. I have no idea on this. I'm going to phone a friend. My best bet is to phone a friend now. Come on, guys. Help me out here, please. Oh, gosh. Clarabelle. Alright, I'm going to trust that. Final answer B. Yes! Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that I finally was able to figure out that 4,000 pound question. Woo! Okay. We still have a lifeline. That is the best I've done in this version. We are now going for 16,000 pounds. Still have the audience. Oh my gosh. It's happening again. It's actually happening again. We might get stuck on another... oh my gosh. What lies at the center of a heliocentric model of a solar system, of the solar system? I can say right now it is either, again, it's either A or C, Earth or the Sun. I have the audience, yes. Here's the thing. I took an astronomy course. I took a university course a few years ago. And, oh my gosh. I think it's Earth. Because hold on a second, let me just think. I have a headache. I actually have a headache right now. Oh man. Maybe I could be completely wrong on the whole thing, but there's either, as far as I know, there's either a geocentric universe or a heliocentric. Now, which one's which? I can't remember which one's which, because back in like, again, my knowledge on this is very limited, but back in like, I don't know, the 17th century or something, one of those centuries, I'm not even sure which one. A few centuries ago, is what I'm trying to say. Everybody on Earth thought that the Earth was at the center of the solar system. I think, or maybe I have it backwards. And then somebody proposed the idea that it was the Sun. I'm confused. I might have it completely backwards. One of them was considered to be the center of the universe, and then if anybody thought it was the other one, like I think it was the Earth that was considered the center of the universe. I don't know. I might be completely backwards on this. Is the Sun considered to be the center of the universe now, or is it the Earth? Let me think. I think the Earth was considered to be the center of the universe, and if anybody thought otherwise, because it was so many centuries ago, if anybody thought otherwise, they would be punished. Because it was such an absurd thing to think. And then somebody, I think it was Galileo, I think, was the one who suggested that it was the Sun. I'm trying to think. There was one video in my course that they talked about this a lot, and I watched it a lot. So I'm trying to think back to that. Oh gosh, I don't know what to do. I could get through this without. I could. If I could just remember which one was a heliocentric and which one was a geocentric. I can't remember which one. I honestly cannot remember. And I'm going to be quite honest. My brain really hurts after that 4,000-pound question. Like I'm drained. I don't know how much more thinking I can do. But if I get this right without asking the audience, I could use them for the 32,000, which would be pretty crazy. But I just don't know. This is the best I've done this version. I just don't know how I would feel if I got this wrong. I know for a fact it is either Earth or the Sun. I know that. No, wait a second. Geo means... Does that not mean, like, rock? Geocentric would not be the Sun, if that's the case. Right? Oh, gosh. I'm clearly all over the place. I don't know what to do. I really have no idea what to do on this. Oh, my gosh. This has been quite the episode. Maybe it's just the mood that I'm in, but I'm really like... Oh my goodness! Let's just... I got through the 4,000 pound question. I can get through this one. You know what? I've concluded that it's the sun. I know at the beginning of this I said it was the Earth, but I have concluded that I think it's the sun because these are the signs that I see. Okay, this is what I see. Geo means rock. Geologists are people who look at rocks. Geodude, the Pokemon, is a rock. That's just an example. The Earth, most of the Earth is made of water, but there's some land, some rock. I don't think there's any rock in the sun, or it's not made of rock. Helio sounds like helium, and there's a lot of helium in the sun. I'm really bad with like science and stuff, but there's helium and hydrogen in the sun, and one of them dominates. One of them there's like 90% or something. Again, they're both H. They both start with H, and I can't remember which one. Helio sounds like it could be helium, which would be the sun. So you know what? I'm just gonna... I might regret this, and if I do, I'm gonna work very hard over the next few episodes to get back to this point, because this is the best that I've done in this version so far, and I still have a lifeline. I'm just gonna do it. Sun. Final answer. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh! This has been unbelievable. I am so proud with how I've played this in this episode. I know that this is crazy because this episode has been going on for over 20 minutes. It's been so slow, and I've only answered 9 questions. I understand that that's ridiculous. If anybody sees this video and they think, "Well, he must do really well," I'm sorry. That might be kind of deceptive, but that question and question 9 and question 7, I really I had to think about those. I was gonna go with Earth at the beginning, and then I got thinking about it. No. Because I remember learning about that in my astronomy course. All right, we're 6 away. We still have the audience. Let's finish this game once and for all. Here we go for $32,000, or not. I can't even think. 32,000 pounds. Who plays Ellie Woods in the 2001 comedy film Legally Blonde and its 2003 sequel? I've seen the posters for that, but I don't know. I've heard of these 3, but I honestly don't even know what they look like. This is a no-brainer. I'm not doing that again. I'm not sitting on a question for 10 minutes again. It's not happening. Just ask the audience. Hopefully they can give me a clear answer. %48% say Reese Witherspoon. That is kind of who I was thinking. Okay, so it's going to be horrible if this is wrong, but let me say, before today's episode, I had never made it past the 8th question in this version. So this would be a new record by a lot. I'm just going to do it. If it's wrong, that's going to be horrible, and I'm going to be so mad. Reese Witherspoon is my final answer. Oh, yes! Unbelievable. I cannot believe how today has gone. This is truly unbelievable. Seriously. Like I said before today, the best I'd done was 4,000. And now I'm going to win at least 32,000. Wow. Those 2 questions, getting past, even though it took me a long time, getting past those 2 questions really helped. All right, 5 away. This is crazy. Here we go for 64,000 pounds. This is only the 8th game that I've had in this version. 64,000 pound question. In classical mythology, what did Athena turn Arachne? Alright, I don't know this at all. Swan, spider, snake, stone. I don't know this at all, but I have nothing to lose. I'm not risking anything. I'm gonna say spider because arachnid sounds like arachnid. If you have a fear of spiders, you have arachnophobia. So spider would make the most sense to me. That's the one I'm gonna go with. If it's wrong, then I'm not losing anything. So might as well say B. Final answer. Yeah! Wow! I was gonna say that made the most sense to me. I can't get over this game today. We are 4 away. Wow. Wow. 4 away from the million. We're playing for 125,000 pounds. Wow. Oh, man. In which city was the first Gap store founded in the 1960s? San Francisco, Boston, New York, Los Angeles. Okay. This has been quite the game. I don't know if there's been, like, I know I have won the top prize 20 times in this series, but I don't think there's been a game that I have, like, pushed as much as today. Like, I don't think there's been a game where I just haven't given up as much as today. But this is where it ends. This is where it's going to end. I'm walking away. I know it's only 32,000 pounds more. I could just take a guess here and still win 32,000, which would be amazing. But 64,000, considering that the best I had done before today was 4,000, 64,000? Like, I did not think at the beginning of this episode that I was going to be looking at the 125,000 pound question. Like that, it's insane that I've actually made it here. I'm done. That's it. I'm walking. This has been an amazing game. Like, honestly, I know I didn't make it that far, but I don't usually do that well this soon into a new version. I think on the Australian Game Boy Advance version, I did make it to, I think I won 32,000. I made it to the $64,000 level on the 10th episode. Episode 10 of the whole series. But I mean, since then, things were a little bit, I recorded things a little bit different back then. I had a lot more failed attempts. So things were, but now, I mean, and, it's crazy. I did not think I was going to get there today. So, that's it. 64,000 pounds. That's absolutely crazy. That is converted to $64,000, and that brings my overall total to $85,194,842. I can't believe I made it. That is shocking to me. That's only the second time I've answered the 8th question in that version, and I still made it up to the 12th question. And by the way, this episode, I believe, is currently the 9th. I think we're very close. We're like less than a minute away from this being the 8th longest episode of the series, while actually playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And only one game. All the other episodes, I'm looking at my list right now, all the other episodes, like the longest one is episode 1000, of course, but I played 10 games in that episode. Episode 500, I played I played 5 games in that episode. Like, I played multiple games in those episodes. This episode I only played 1 game, so this is considered one of the longest episodes, I think, of the series, if I don't cut some of it out. Okay, guys, I'm done. This has exhausted me, but this has been fantastic. I can't believe that I made it that far, considering how little of this game I've played. That was great. Really, really good. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it, and I will see you all back here tomorrow. Thanks, guys, for watching. Peace out.